Welcome back. Pro-Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil is back home today after being released from ICE custody this weekend. During a rally celebrating his release, Khalil pushed back against the Trump administration's claim that he's a threat to U.S. national security. Listen.
That's what the administration has tried its best to portray me as someone who's violent. Mahmoud Khalil is a human rights defender. Mahmoud Khalil is a freedom fighter. Mahmoud Khalil is a refugee. Mahmoud Khalil is a father and husband. And above all, Mahmoud Khalil is Palestinian.
Our Department of Justice reporter Jake Rosen is here. He's been following this case and others and can help us understand kind of some of the specifics. Jake, great to see you. How is the Trump administration responding to Khalil's release? As you see there, he's got scores of supporters and he's now using his platform to speak out.
Yeah, and Errol, like we saw in so many of these cases involving student activists who were detained in an attempt by the Trump administration to remove them from the United States, whether they were lawful green card holders like Khalil or simply just studying here on student visas, the Department of Justice and Department of Homeland Security came out against the judge in this case, who's from New Jersey, who issued Khalil's release late Friday. And really what that shows here is that these judges have simply asked for fact, right? There was a declaration by Marco Rubio that said that a lot of these students, specifically in this case, Mahmoud Khalil, was a threat to remaining in America, to America's national security if he were to remain. 2 weeks ago, this judge said that that was not grounds enough to detain someone. They had another hearing on Friday about allegations that he had made some fraudulent statements on a green card application years ago. That the judge found was also not a reason. He asked for any other real, actual pressing national security concern as to what violence he had potentially participated in at Columbia or other examples that they were shown none, and thus the judge said he was forced to order his release because there simply was no concrete and real evidence that would have mandated somebody to remain in detention while immigration proceedings against them play out, which the Department of Justice and Department of Homeland Security say that they are still trying to remove Khalil from the country.
Wow. I mean, that is just fascinating. And I want to turn to another really interesting case that you've been following. A Tennessee judge has ordered the release of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. We all remember he was mistakenly deported to El Salvador, to that infamous prison. What's the latest on his case?
Well, there will be a hearing Wednesday to sort out the details of his release. The judge yesterday found that there was not enough specifics of what the Department of Justice was alleging in the co-conspirators that claimed that he was part of some broader MS-13 gang ring. The judge said there just was not enough evidence for that right now as these proceedings have played out. More to come Wednesday. And Abrego Garcia is still in detention until Wednesday. Certainly more to come later this week on that.
All right, Jake Rosen with the latest from our D.C. bureau. Thank you, Jake. We've got more of the day's biggest stories for you next. You're streaming CBS News 24/7.